Oh my god!
Just a couple of silly friends talking about serious stuff.
Hello, welcome back to Two Friends React. I'm Enough.
And I'm Ed. How y'all doing?
And we're doing something a little different today. For our films lately, we've been choosing a lot of more like popular blockbuster films. But this time, Ed really wanted to watch something on the list that is not very well known. Yeah, I think you just saw it on the spreadsheet and you were like, I want to watch this.
I was looking by and I'm like, okay, that is an interesting title for a film. It sounds like the type of silly B plot, B movie. I for viewers who don't know, I love B horror, like B movie horror in general.
Yes.
Sort of like Evil Dead 2 are like the epitome of the best of what B horror has to offer. So everything is graded against them. But I also I'll just cruise around on, Amazon video and find just random B movies and that's what I'm watching tonight. So when I saw this title, what is it? Psycho Beach Party. I'm just like, yes, this sounds like the exact type of film I will love. The best way to watch these types of films is with your friends, because half the fun is making fun of them.
Yeah, I have seen this film a number of times. You ended up picking one of my favorites again. And while the popularity of it is something new, we haven't done anything this obscure before, it is very much in line with the campiness of the movies that we have been watching recently. And so viewers, if you want something weird and obscure but awesome to show up to your friend's place with next time, this is the film for you.
Let's get right into it. This is Psycho Beach Party.
Showtime!
Oh, you make me feel beautiful.
Why do you always hide behind that booth?
I'm begging you. Go away and don't ever...
What's...
Please, for the love of God, go away!
Okay. What the hell?
Eddie!
I'm assuming this is like a movie that they're watching in universe because the effects are so bad. Yeah. Okay. All right. Called it. Okay, and right to the 50s making out couple.
Her screen persona is a brilliant comment on the entire socio-political... These guys have only one thing on their minds.
Yeah, we get the icon Lauren Ambrose in this.
I don't know her.
Being how you're from Sweden, the sex capital of the entire world.
What a great way to open a conversation.
There's nothing wrong with you.
Suddenly every girl I know is boy crazy.
You're just a typical American girl.
Going to the head to get us a you-know-what. I don't want my girl spending her Christmas in a home for unwed mamas.
Hey, I appreciate the responsibility.
Oh, hey there, Rhonda. Hi, Florence.
This is one of my favorite disability representations.
You do have a quaint way of looking at things.
Yeah, I heard you're having your dick cut off and turning into a girl.
Whoa.
Kisses!
That escalated quickly.
Yeah,
what the hell?
We rarely get a person in a wheelchair who's a total asshole. And I love it.
Yeah.
Calls himself Starcat.
Wait a minute. Is
He's
that
out Malibu,
Xander?
Yes, and look who is looking at him.
Loserville.
You recognize her?
Is that Emma? No. I mean, I'm only asking if it's Emma Caulfield or Anya because of the Buffy connection, but no, who is it?
Amy Adams.
Amy Adams? Ah.
One of her early roles.
Unpopular opinion, I don't like Amy Adams. And I can't exactly explain why. I just don't like her as an actor. And it's nothing against her, nothing bad with her. There's nothing wrong with her. I just don't like her.
Who do you have to fuck to get a hot dog in this dump?
What the hell?
She went into a trance when she looked at that sign.
Yeah. She's straight from the 50s now.
I actually love Amy
50s.
Adams as an actor. I have a big crush on her.
Okay, this movie's like just keeps escalating in one way or another quickly. Like, what is going on? It's going straight into the weirdness.
Oh, yes.
Ah! Oh, well, okay, fine. What the hell was that opening?
Love this opening, by the way, this credit sequence. I ended up basing one of my
Okay.
first burlesque routines on it.
Nice. I'm just so confused at like what that whole opening scene was. Like, it was just like so much happened that made no sense.
Yeah.
Also, I'm getting kind of Austin Power vibes from this. Like the 60s sort of over-the-top dancing and the music and everything. I kind of love it. Except that this is kind of more 60s and the movie is 50s, so it's...
This movie originally started as a drag show off Broadway in 1987.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it's a drag show parody of the old like psycho like beach movies and the like thrillers from the 60s and the slasher movies of the 70s. Like if you roll all those together, it's sort of a parody of all of those with drag. So
Oh, that's amazing.
The person who created it starred originally as the main character Chicklet, but after like 20 years was sort of too old to play that role when the film was made. So he wrote his own character as the police detective, which you'll see shortly. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, she is fantastic.
Oh God, yeah. I love the energy. I always wonder how something like this is she the choreographer? Did they hire a dancer and a choreographer, or was it just like, hey, you're a dancer, choreograph this yourself. Here's the music, go nuts. Or
That ended up becoming one of my favorite moves.
What, the leaning back, jiggling?
Yeah, the back bend with the shimmy.
Nice. This is really fun. Okay, that was awesome.
What took you so long at the snack bar? Well, I was about to order, and the next thing I knew, the guy at the counter went AWOL for some sweater job.
Sweater job?
I'm assuming like a tight sweater.
Yeah.
Molaski. Now don't tell me, Florence.
That's the drag, the person you mentioned.
Yeah.
I understand you both were at the drive-in last night.
I love the cop like with the oversized hat, just like looking so like.
It's hard because I was concentrating on the subtext of the film. Well, to be honest with you, the whole night's something of a blur. Hi, Mom.
Florence, hop in. White female, 17, sleeping it off in the morgue.
I love how they're like, they're sleeping it off in the morgue, like the like sort of the 50s style cop dialogue.
Yeah.
I love it. Although there wouldn't be a female cop in that era, and also that is a much more modern cop uniform, I think. I could be wrong. But she, like, that cop uniform looks out of place with the rest of the aesthetic of the film so far, I think. But I could be wrong.
Toss you both in the holding tank.
Show me a subpoena, Flatfoot.
Know your rights, people. Know your rights.
As far as I know, we are not yet a part of the Soviet Union.
Ah, yes, because that kind of stuff never happens in America.
Laundry time.
Leave that to me, Lark. It's women's work.
Oh, God.
I haven't washed a man's personal things since Mr. Forrest passed on. My future lies in my widow's pensions. Pension.
In my widow's what?
Pensions, I mean pension.
Oh.
As in she's defrauding the government.
Oh, just look at these urine stains.
Ew.
They may never come out completely.
Oh, why? Why was that? Why did we have that?
I honestly thought you'd written me off as the geekiest geek of all time.
Keep moving. If you put any of that disgusting white gook on your nose, I will wring your scrawny neck until your eyes pop out.
Wear sunscreen, kids. Is that, so who's that? Is that Amy Adams, that character?
Yeah,
or
that's Amy Adams.
Okay. I do not recognize her at all.
She's so young.
Should I unpack my bongos? I intend to unpack mine.
Hmm.
Why don't you ride this? All right, yo-yo.
I love how like homoerotic this is. She's trying to get their attention and she just can't. Oh my god.
Oh no! What am I gonna do? Oh, this is so embarrassing. I could die. Could you help me tie my straps?
You know, this could be a subconscious.
Oh my god. I haven't watched Buffy in years. And so it's just weird to hear Nicholas Brendan's voice again. I met him in Montreal in like 2015 or so at Montreal Comic Con, and he was very friendly, very nice. It was cool to meet him.
Awesome.
You got an actor like Nicholas Brendan who had a fine career, but here he is in a movie with Amy Adams, who's like one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. And you see like old movies, and like it's funny to see that, especially when you've got older movies where there's an actor who's like, oh, he's clearly the star of the film, and they're trying to like push his star, and he's starring opposite some like, you know, oh, young actor who turns out to become a massive star.
Yeah.
And then the other guy is just kind of, you know, he had a fine career, but like, I'm trying to like, I can't think of an example of, if any of our viewers can think of an example, like, oh, there's, you know, oh, the big star was just some like okay actor who just kind of ended up being around for a while, but opposite him was like, you know, his love interest who ended up becoming like a mega superstar.
Yeah.
I'm just blanking on actual examples right now. I mean, this is an example.
Lauren Ambrose is nothing to
But-
sneeze at either, especially in the musical theater world.
Okay, but she's not like a major movie star.
I mean, she's like
I don't.
on her way to being a next like Patti LuPone or Bernadette Peters, I would say.
Okay. Not bad.
You know, this could be a subconscious reflex of an overly stimulated libido.
Say, that sounds dirty.
I'm a refugee from the psych department at Northwestern.
Oh my god.
Darkat's the name.
What? So he just straight up told her that he ran away from a mental institution.
No, from a college psych major.
Oh,
You killed me with that look.
I love how awkward this is, but like intentionally so.
The one with the Coke bottles on her eyes had something that resembles a car. My folks took my wheels away because I ran over an old lady in a crosswalk.
I love how it just like just goes over. Yeah, I killed someone, whatever.
Reef breaks, shore breaks.
Yeah, doing the turtle, little nose dips, switch stands and spinners.
This feels like it's about to be the opening of like a Grease style musical number.
It does. It's not a musical.
Just like the sort of subtle music as they go like one line at a time is like straight out of Grease.
The Great Kanaka would cool to Sub-Zero if we let a chick tag along.
Who's the great Kanaka?
Only the greatest surfer of all time.
Oh my god.
Well, maybe he'll teach me how to surf. Are you too big a fish to teach a girl?
I love the overacting, like the direction to the point that it's like, this is a Also, the homoeroticism is amazing.
Surfing's a man's domain. No minnows in the shark tank.
I also love that they're sort of like, they're not being overtly like, ooh, feminism, but they're like showing like the pick me and someone who she wants to learn how to surf. That's cool. She's not trying to prove a point. She wants to surf.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Oh, man, there went lunch.
Yeah, that's
Down to my last peso.
that sucks,
That's
dude.
not cool.
So, why do you stay all covered up? Are you afraid of a little sunburn? It's good for you.
I suffer from the heartbreak of psoriasis.
Ooh.
That football jersey looks really neato.
So is this her attempt to flirt?
Tell me about the Great Kanaka.
Oh no, she's trying to learn about the Great Kanaka.
Hey, you wouldn't be thinking about crashing his pad.
Oh my god, the gong transition. I'm getting very Monkey Island vibes from this hut. For any of our viewers who played, like, the Monkey Island was a point-and-click adventure game from the early 90s, back when Lucasfilm made things that weren't Star Wars. They made some amazing point-and-click adventure games, and the Monkey Island series is, like, my favorite ever. For anyone who's played it, like, it's the vibe. I love it.
What are you doing snooping around my shack?
Yeah, I bet if I looked like this, you'd teach me.
Pussycat, if you look like that, we'd be doing more than chewing the fat.
More than anything, I live for father fuck.
Florence.
I'm afraid you got the wrong girl. Florence is not my name.
Who are you?
My name is Anne Bowman.
If I didn't live by my personal code of honor, I'd take advantage of this situation, erotically, as it were. Before I get mad, kindly vacate my pad.
Don't you turn your butt to me!
It's amazing.
My name isn't Florence.
So does she have, like, a multiple personality disorder? Is that what they're going for?
Bowman!
Yeah.
Kind of.
Ken Bowman.
Okay.
But like in the way that
And I love that.
in the way that like 50s Hollywood would imagine it.
Right. But they're doing an amazing job of, like,
Yes, what?
Yes.
of, like, 50, like, Lauren Ambrose is doing such a good job of, like, that 50s starlet energy, and I love it.
Mhm. Something I really like about this film is how it makes it clear that it's not making fun of things like mental illness or psycho whatever, but it's making fun of the way that Hollywood approaches those topics. And I think that's a really important distinction, and I really appreciate that the film does that.
Yeah, it's obviously I don't know how this movie does, but I'm looking forward to seeing how it's done as the film goes on.
Yeah.
I know what you fantasize about. I know what you dream about. I think I'll walk you down to the beach on a leash. Capiche?
I love the rhyming, the subtle rhymes and the sort of beat behind the scene.
Not be! Told a girl can't surf. I mean, golly, a girl can do all sorts of things these days. An executive secretary.
Anne?
Anne, my name is Florence. Can we start tomorrow? I can see him wearing down your resistance.
Say that again.
And then tomorrow we'll hit the old H2O. Toodles!
Okay, that was amazing. The way she just shifted. Oh my god, and the absolutely terrible green screen effect. And he's wearing jorts! Oh wow, that's impressive. I also love that they're completely dry.
Canuck, I don't mean to be scraping your fins, but you can't let a chick infiltrate our stag clan, man.
I love the fact that he's completely dry. They look like they got their hair slightly wet, but the rest of them's completely dry.
If he wants to indulge this pipsqueak's penis envy, that's his business.
Yeah, so there.
You're not even a chick. You're a chicklet. Hey, that should be a new name. I hereby dub you Chicklet.
I'll buy it, I'll be Chicklet. But does this mean I get to be part of the gang?
There are some prize tomatoes in that tin can. Tony,
Really? Have you ever been inside?
in my time, there are ghosts, all right.
I almost forgot, oh yeah, there was a murder at the beginning. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know who it is, but it's like we forgot that this is supposed to be a slasher movie. Yeah.
Sorry you're going bald, but finding clumps of hair in the chicken a la king frankly grossed me out.
And my hair is not.
I love her. No, she is great. That little face she made.
Yeah, they usually portray disabled characters as being overly nice. And it's just you have to make yourself this ideal specimen in order to have anyone be interested in spending time with you.
Yeah.
Well, I really
either that or they're it's either that they're oh, they're the sort of in the same way that you have the magical gay character, the magical black character who's just pure advice and wisdom, or they're portrayed as kind of just sad and weak, you know what I mean? Oh my god, what? Okay.
Man rejects Anne Bowman. Anne Bowman invented luau's. Anne Bowman invented orgies. Anne Bowman invented revenge.
She is amazing in this. I love it so much.
love Lauren Ambrose. I don't know how you could watch this and not fall in love with her. Like...
Oh my god, yes.
Guys.
The music keeps starting up like this is about to be a musical number.
Can you know a surefire cure for constipation? It could be psychological, a secret, or a repressed longing.
It's almost like a tease, you know? Like, oh, is it going to be a musical? Is it going to be a musical?
Where's Junior?
Haven't seen him since yesterday. Wasn't he with you, Chicklet? Where'd you tell?
And the homoeroticism continues, and I love it. That's actually some decent choreography and like very simple basic stunts, but it's not bad. Oh my god! Oh my god, the oil. They're not even like pretending. I love it.
All right, guys, come on. That's enough. Man, I've got you now.
Ah!
It's got psoriasis on it.
Okay, that was a surprisingly decent scare.
Junior.
Not gonna lie, that caught me. I was not expecting that. Well done, movie.
I understand that at the time of the murder you were walking along the beach. Run into anyone on this relaxing stroll?
I saw her. Long time no see.
Still following the sun?
Still walking the straight and narrow-minded.
This fire trap you call a bachelor pad.
Come by with those handcuffs and we'll burn it down.
Oh! You forget that I'm both a cop and a lady. I don't like you. Think it's a teenage world. Well, you're dead wrong.
Which I guess makes sense. You said it started off as a drag show? With musical numbers?
I think so. It was a play.
Oh, okay.
Cookie.
I love the lady cop. She's so funny. Just like the sort of awkward body acting. Like you have to be actually a good actor to look like you're a bad actor, if that makes sense.
How does a monster like that sleep at night?
If you're insane, you might not even remember you did it.
Oh, so she's starting to question. Okay.
Why should you have trouble sleeping?
Inner demons.
Oh, you ate too much of your mother's beef tornadoes. If I didn't stop you, you would have taken all my meat.
One of my friends was found murdered today, hacked up to bits.
Dialogue is just packed.
I love it. So obviously, like the obvious twist is that she's the killer with that, but like, is it the type of movie that's just going to go with the obvious twist, or add some kind of extra twist to like be like, oh, we got you?
That's
either way. I know it's going to be silly.
That's the question,
and I love it.
As my old grandmother Ingrid used to say, "Kit and heave and loof and floofel."
That's what she said, huh? Well, I guess that does make me feel a little better.
Surprise tomatoes in that tin can.
So you look real familiar.
Oh, no, I don't. Are you incognito? No, I'm German-Irish.
Chicklet, move a little to the left. And Yo-Yo, lean your head in closer. The pizza waitress with 3 heads! Oh!
No one must know my true identity. You can't imagine what it's like being exploited. Everyone wanting a little piece. I'm not a pepperoni.
She sounds a lot like Jennifer Coolidge.
We'll respect you.
Would you really?
Oh my god.
There you are. Yes, you're definitely not Florence anymore.
Ow.
I love doing the Tarantula Queen of Hoboken. You are the feminine embodiment of the Nietzschean Superman, ever striving, striking a blow for the...
I love the two of them still in the background just being so close and friendly.
What is your name? Berdine. Come inside. I am gonna let you into my private world. We are gonna have a blast.
Aw, that's sweet. They're both so totally dead.
Just bringing high schoolers into your home.
Yeah, it's a little
weird there. It's fine.
Yeah. I love how fake it is. It's so good. Like I've literally done that because I've it when I was growing up, like during the bar mitzvah circuit when I was like 12, 13 years old, it was super common to have like a blue screen at the bar and bat mitzvahs where they would like you could like, you know, be running in front of it or do poses for photos and stuff, and it was so cheesy. And it was just like that. It was awful, and I love it.
Nice. That sounds like fun. I like the way that they use the music. It does seem like it could go into in musical numbers, but it's just very reminiscent of that era.
You okay?
It's not just the music. It's a combination of the music and the dialogue sort of like leading into another in certain scenes that makes me keep waiting for a musical to break out.
Yeah.
I don't hate you. I don't hate you at all.
We haven't seen Amy Adams in a while, have we? She just kind of disappeared for a while.
Well, doesn't she know she should die before the wipeout?
Of course I know that. You never have accidents, do you, Mr. Perfect?
Don't you ever call me that. You don't know what it's like having everybody think you're the golden boy. You can't imagine the pressure.
And I thought all those people starving in India had it bad.
I love how she said that earnestly instead of like, because that should have been said like with such sarcasm, but she said it so earnestly, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could be more like her.
Oh, Marvel Ann.
Oh, forget it. Next time you're drowning, you can save yourself.
You will always be perfect. Perfect hair, perfect teeth, perfect eyes. Perfectly perfect.
Oh my god, that was amazing. Oh my god.
Regine just found this photo. I wonder who it could be.
Whoa.
Thank you again.
The Elkins family. 15 years ago, 10-year-old Larry was the youngest of the 3 kids. So he took his mom's sharpest carving knife and hacked them all to death.
I bet I could get rid of those ghosts. Oh, how fun! Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
A slumber party thrown by a movie actress. Out of the question. A slumber party is an invitation to sexual intercourse. You have no idea how repugnant it can be to have a man's sweaty thing poking at you.
Mother, stop, you're hurting me.
Huh? That's nothing compared to when they poke you down there.
I like the visuals of when she like starts where she starts
Baby, I grease up the cake pan, throw it in the oven, and let the batter boil.
Yeah. This part did not age as well.
Why are you crying?
You never know, do you?
Oh, so this has happened before with the mother.
You really want to go to that party, don't you?
I'll die if I miss it, Mom. It's a non-stop ultimate.
Non-stop ultimate.
As long as there are no boys present. I guess it's as your teens would say, okle dokle.
I don't think any teen has ever said that, but that's okay.
Feel the spirits, hot breath on my neck. Oh, their lips on mine. Touch, fingers light.
I love those two so much.
Marvel Ann.
Oh, Marvel Ann showed up. And I like that she's wearing a matching shirt with Nicholas Brendan's.
That's supposed to come first.
We were doing just swell.
Works on her head.
Meet me in the guest bathroom in 10 minutes.
Why is she so horny for what is essentially a teenage boy? It's kind of disturbing.
I got the impression that the guys are in their 20s. And the
Okay.
girls are in high school, but we do not have confirmation on that. Still, it's a bit weird.
It's a bit weird because, again, she's like a superstar and he's just a dude. And, like, she's just been horny from him from the very beginning, so it's just kind of weird.
She has these blackouts.
What sort of blackouts?
It's not professional to give an instant diagnosis, but I'd say she's probably suffering from morbidly psychotic episodes of schizophrenia.
See, that's one of those things I'm talking about. It's like obviously making fun of the way that Hollywood portrays these kinds of things. That like a one semester psych student would be able to make these kinds of decisions.
And I take it back that you're perfect. You're deeply flawed.
From one mess to another?
Aww, that's a good line.
I mean, not all of us can be attuned to the darker side of life.
Aww.
A Big Eyes painting is such a good choice for that.
Is that the lady of my dreams?
Oh no! Poor guy. Is Bernadine the killer? Oh.
Someone who has gloves. Or an glove.
Imagine Bettina wearing this stuff.
Yeah, naked underneath.
Try this on.
I love this so much.
We was just, you know, looking for stuff for the exorcism.
I don't think this is your color at all. Try on my black peignoir. Oh, there's nothing wrong with dressing up. That's why I'm an actress.
Yep.
We can play beauty parlor.
You know, the guys, they're gonna be waiting for us, so,
Yeah, the guys.
Oh yeah.
I love how intimidating they are. I love how intimidated they are by her. Or at least that's how I read that scene somewhat.
Other than
Also,
being
like,
an obnoxious
wanting to
snob?
appear,
That bad, huh?
you know, not wanting to be
It's
seen
okay.
as dressing up,
You're
even though they
part of the
enjoy it.
cool. Being best friends and soulmates is sort of kid stuff.
Soulmates.
Do you think I'm suffering from morbidly psychotic episodes of schizophrenia?
What?
Well, it's like just now. I was talking to Starcat, and now I'm out here with you.
Does this happen a lot?
I do like that she's sort of
It's the night Junior was killed.
figuring out that something's wrong. Why is his fly open? I love those two.
Is there something stuffed in his
Oh
mouth?
no! Oh god, no, no, no!
Oh my god.
Was that what I thought it was?
To excel at trauma, one must experience tragedy and then...
Tragedy. I love her voice.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because I just keep hearing Jennifer Coolidge, and I love Jennifer Coolidge.
Now run the light! You've been busy.
Well, if we want a June wedding.
Isn't that a little soon? I'm taking the detective's exam next month.
Shouldn't you be thinking about having babies?
My career's just building. I'm sure you can understand that.
Oh, is this a flashback? Is that what I'm... Okay, I am slow.
Those bastards who said a woman couldn't be a detective.
And where do I fit in?
Honey, you fit just fine. Stop it!
This isn't what I want. None of it.
I also like going on with the trope that subverting the trope that, like, it's the woman who wants the career and the guy who wants the serious relationship.
Yeah, and the June wedding.
And the June wedding, yeah.
The victim had only one testicle stuffed in his mouth.
Okay. Yep.
Well, that's because he only had one. I checked.
The girl who was murdered at the drive-in, do you recall any distinguishing marks or scars?
Okay.
Hair lip.
Precisely. A hair lip.
Mr. Perfect, maybe?
Cookie. Someone out there has a problem with people who are different.
Oh, okay. So we're getting some motive for our killer. All right. I think it fits in the vibe because, like, this movie is very much like going after the tropes of typical movies, and in these movies, usually the people are all like perfect, beautiful. The late 90s was a time when, like, every horror movie was just a bunch of, like, CW. Well, prior to the CW, but like basically just hot people casts.
Yeah.
So the idea that they're going after people who are imperfect is almost another level of satire of sort of subverting the tropes. And that is where we're going to stop today.
Yeah. Making the heteronormativity scary.
Thank you so much for joining us. As always, if you like what you see, please hit the like button, subscribe, drop a comment if you have any questions, and if you really like what you see, stop on over to our Patreon down below. We have many tiers with different rewards, as little as $2 a month. We'd love to see you, talk to you. We love interacting with you. Any thoughts you'd love to share?
You share your thoughts, for sure. We share enough of our thoughts. And on that note, we will see you next week.
On that note,
part 2.
Yeah.
And
of Psycho Beach
Beach Party.
Yes.
We hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye.
Thanks so much.